Hello and welcome back to Prison Architect. In this episode we're going to be just finishing off the Supermax, and then we need to start thinking about buying up this plot of land over here, and for that we are going to need a significant amount more cash. I don't think that was a complete sentence. We're going to need more money. There we go. That's a better sentence. Now, we do have 2 death row inmates. One of the death row inmates was released at the end of the last episode, having passed their parole. And they are now somewhere in the prison. Probably in maximum security and not in Supermax where they should be. We also need the maximum security prisoners to reduce, let's say reduce below 200 before we change this back to medium security, which is what it should be. It just got changed to medium security, maximum security, because we had far too many maximum security prisoners, and so to combat that we changed the policy so that only the murderers would go up to maximum rather than prisoners that also caused serious injury, just because far too many of our prisoners were causing mischief when their gang leader was getting stuck in solitary confinement. Let's want to actually check if these are solitary confinement. They are. We've got 72 solitary confinement. Okay, that's actually insane that I deemed it necessary to build that many. Anyway, why is this needs to be enclosed? That, if that isn't enclosed, I don't know what is, to be honest. Unless it actually isn't enclosed. Oops. Okay. There are no prisoners assigned to eat at this canteen? Yeah, okay. But soon enough there will be. We also need to get a couple more paroles stuck in there. Let's see, parole. Find out where they've been put. Hold the phone. No teachers, no teachers. What's going on? Why do no teachers exist for the program? I don't understand. Parole Supermax. So we need to find these additional paroles that have been stuck somewhere here. I think actually then that needs to get moved down one, as well as this and this. The game is definitely lagging. I built the prison up too big for my computer's processing ability. Come on. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to hope that one of our death row inmates gets executed soon, just because. Oh, come on, computer. Oh, it's tragic. It is absolutely tragic. Alright, gonna have to move this across. Parole Supermax, stick that in. And this one. Oh my days. Yep. I do wonder with this problem that's occurring over here. No teacher. Interesting. Why is there no teacher? Yeah, why? Why though? And why is it locked? Led by a foreman in a workshop. Let's try getting some more foremans then. Ah, so for some reason we had no foreman. Right. So. Okay then. There we go. I've figured out, just by complete and utter chance, well, what is needed is more foremen. I wonder if we lost the foreman because they got killed there. Death. Rioting. Yeah, we've got a Supermax prisoner going into solitary, so got a second death who died. Killed by a rival gang member with a club. Currently, people do, I mean, there seems to be a lot of commotion, but they generally seem to be fine. Minimum size 5x5. Oh, come on now. Yeah, because that's 4. And then that's 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Actually, then. Let's try removing that shower head and demolishing these walls here. That should then make this area 5x5 and it should then be fine. We're also going to need to have this drain put in here. 5 deaths. Trying to collect the dead guy. Killed by the armed guard with a shotgun. The prison is kind of getting out of control. Things are all getting out of hand. You know? The computer's getting laggy. The prisoners are fighting all over the place because of the gang members and the gang leaders. Although we did actually lose another gang leader, which is good news. What are you doing over here? Are there not enough solitary confinements over here? I mean, there looks to be plenty of solitary confinements over there. Unless you've been moved. Wait, where are you? Ah, he's in the new Supermax. That's why. That's probably good news. Right. Minimum size 5x5. So rooms. yards. That now fits the minimum 5x5 requirement, no? Surely. Because that is 5 wide, and that's like 7 or something high. Why does this not fit the requirement? Let's just wait, maybe it will sort itself out. If not, then we'll just have to come up with something else. I'm interested now to see if... well, he's actually not been put back in here, he's been put somewhere else. No, there he is. Yeah. I wonder now, with this setup, if he's going to be better behaved or not. I'd be interested to see. And we've got more sort of, it feels like anyway, more coverage by the officers here. And that has now worked, which is great news. We do need a metal detector here, as well as, should we put it here? It kills 2 birds with 1 stone. And now we can actually remove this door. We don't need that door or this metal detector. We do, however, need a metal detector. If we can find metal detector here for our visitors. So we're going to have to connect that up there, and that one up there, and that one will be connected as well. Good. I do actually wonder as well what's going to happen when we have visitors turning up. Yeah, maybe the Supermax prisoners will kick off, maybe not, we'll find out. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. You know, trying to break their way through and escape out of the back of the prison. Actually, that reminds me then, we need a guard deployed in here, and that needs to be, well, yeah, that can be made staff only, right? Is that a thing? We'll see. It'll have to be thought about. And this gets made staff only, and we then clone. Which is it? Hold the right mouse button and drag the area you want to copy. I've always got to look that up again. And with that then made, we'll then be able to get another foreman, hopefully. Maximum already hired. We'll see. Actually, it does seem like that is the case. I see. So there does seem to be like a a limit on the number of prisoners that you can train in the workshop, so that's then going to end up being a limiting factor on the size of the prison. Still says there's no teacher, but there is. We've now got another foreman in. See, staff needs are all actually looking rather good, to be honest. Prisoner needs also looking rather good. Fairly happy at the moment. It is worrying though that the workshop safeties have no teacher, as that means that there'll only ever be, you know, a declining number. Passing the tests. But it did seem like, you know, our foreman must have been killed or something, because we went down to you know, 0 foreman. How is this all looking now? That stuff could get moved back. Excuse me. I'm missing a weights bench. That's odd. Why is So it is a weights bench, it's just a shadow of a weights bench. The number of trucks actually turning up. Look at this. Traffic has become fantastic since only having that as that exports. So maybe when I had, you know, deliveries, getting a new deliveries put up here as well, maybe that's actually, you know, not such a good idea. I might actually just trial it anyway, just because it would be good to know if it does work or not, even though it now seems like it's not really necessary. I'd like to see if what we get are the deliveries for this part turning up here and the deliveries for this part turning up here, as that would then be beneficial. I'm not sure why they're jail doors there. That seems, yeah, unnecessary. It should just be staff doors. Let's get rid of them. We're going to need electricity cables for these metal detectors. And we are going to want to have some door servos put in place as well. Why does this dog keep turning up? Do we have a dog patrol there? No. It's just ambling around wherever it wants to. They're always sure of tunnels being there. Right, those doors have been removed, so we can now put the staff doors in. Yep, come on. Get that taken out. Has that changed the deployment? It's not good. So now let's trial. Because we can always take them out if they don't work. Let's trial putting in the deliveries. As well as garbage and exports. Exports. Where are you, exports? I don't see you. There you are. And so yeah, those can now be accessed through that door. So hopefully those workshops will then put their exports here, and that should then allow things to run a little bit smoother. Should everything get put to the correct place? We'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on this and see what happens. Have a look at our death row inmates. Kai got caught after hacking into millions of bank accounts and stealing more than 100 million euros, which also caused the world's biggest financial crisis. The economy in most countries is completely destroyed and anarchy is spreading. Sentenced to 114 years for multiple crimes, including murder, torture and grievous bodily harm. But what about for his crime of theft as well? Theft and fraud possibly, and you know, there doesn't seem to be a correlation between their biography and the crimes that they are sentenced for. I mean, surely he'd have all of these convictions as well as another, 75 years for all of his financial crimes as well. There you go. He does not. Alex Ginger Nicholson. After many years of trying to get games to work on his PC, Ginger finally snapped and went on a rampage in his local store. After breaking every PC in sight, he gave himself up, ready and waiting for the new ones to come out so he can bring havoc again. Sentenced to 101 years for multiple crimes including murder, grievous bodily harm and armed robbery. See there, that does tie in. I mean, there'd also be criminal damage in there as well, surely. But maybe he was trying to rob the place, beat some people up and killed them while going on his rampage. I do think, however, that his convictions have married up with his biography just by chance. Right. What else is happening in the prison? Doesn't seem to be too much happening. These deliveries have filled up now, though. Oh wait, no, that was the lower one. So they're going to this one. Do they then switch now and go to this one as well, or not? Let's see. Since we've also got prisoners turning up, we should have a look. Maybe they actually turned up here. Where's he getting taken? It looks like he's getting taken to the other reception, to be honest. And it looks like all of these deliveries are getting taken out here, rather than being divided up between the two delivery spots. Hopefully this changes, but so far it's not looking good. and this this prisoner is getting taken down the road. Oh wait, no, it's okay. The trucks can just drive through them. I thought that the truck was waiting for the prisoner. I'm not surprised the guy is pissed off. He's just had a couple of trucks drive through him. Yeah, why are they moving them down here? Why don't they take them through here? And why don't they deliver the inmates to the correct delivery point? So it does seem like having additional delivery points is a bad move, but having the additional garbage and the additional exports seems actually like a good idea, because they can pick up some garbage from up here and some more from down here, and presumably they can do the same with their exports. Now, can we get another foreman in? We cannot. So that was actually a slight waste of time, but worth trialing. It could have worked. There's still no teacher for these. Ah, that's appeared to have worked. And not only that, but it appears to have worked there for... Okay, well, I tried getting an additional one to work. There we go, that fixed that problem. I thought for a moment there I was able to sneak in several more workshop lessons. Unfortunately not. So what I actually wonder then is if it would then be possible to put another one in, but early on in the morning. I mean, they all seem to work here where they're not overlapping, and that means that maybe I could then have another one here, just so long as it doesn't overlap. We'll see, we'll see. Hopefully this is now going to increase our exports. This dude looks crazy. I mean, is he working? It says he's working. Okay. Does he do the same again? No, see, like now he's using the saw properly, like how a saw is supposed to be used, and not just wildly swinging it backwards and forwards. Yeah, they're dropping now everything off here, and nothing is getting dropped off here, which is actually not good, because we have the dog set up to be able to okay, if he's going to kick off there, maybe we then need to have an armed guard deployed like that. Let's try that. Maybe that will then stop prisoners from kicking off then in the canteen as well. I reckon that's actually probably what the problem is. I mean, the prisoners, they don't kick off in the Supermax anywhere apart from in this section here. I mean, we've got so many guards around here and very few here. Maybe then I've got a plan. There we go. And let's just get a couple more armed guards. Now we've got 2 guards in that area, So that should mean there'll be less chance of the prisoners kicking off over here. We'll see. But that is going to conclude this episode. Yeah, we are starting to get quite a lot of lag in the game. So yeah, we are reaching the, you know, the limit of my laptop, as it were. So hopefully, to be honest, hopefully these death row prisoners, one of them gets executed, and then yeah, that'll then conclude the prison before it gets to the point where the prisoner has to be stopped just because of the, you know, the laptop's limitations. Alright, that's going to conclude that episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.